I'm sitting out on my back deck and just listening to the birds out here in the bird studio. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to do an unboxing. It has something to do with the outdoor aspect of my channel. If you look at the title of it, it's Ron Durant Photography and Outdoors. Anyways, as many of you know who follow me on the channel, I have recently acquired some camping quarters, and I started out several years ago car camping in my Honda CRV, my 2006 Honda CRV, and then I upgraded to my pickup truck with a camper top on the back. And there are videos that I have down in the feed if you want to go search those out on both of those items. And recently I bought a used camping trailer, a 16-foot camping trailer, and I've been getting that outfitted for when I retire later on this year. I had the camping trailer out a couple weeks ago over to Cades Cove, and I did a video on that also. Anyways, I have a refrigerator in the camper, and I tried to get it started on propane, and I'm not very experienced at that. But I couldn't get it started. But after coming home from that camping trip, I made some discoveries. And one of the discoveries I made was the camping trailer is great to have for comfort, and it's a lot better than sleeping in the back of a pickup truck. But for just like a couple-day trip somewhere that I want to go do photography at, it's a lot of work to take that camping trailer with you. So I'm going to reserve the camping trailer for longer trips that I do, and some of those trips you know, might be a week, they might be a month, I don't know. It just depends on what I decide to do after I retire. So I have to pause here just for a minute. I put some mealworms out a while ago after I got done weed eating, and the bluebirds are over there on the platform feeder partaking. Now, I seen these bluebirds last week, and they had some youngsters in the bluebird box, but I believe they have fledged because they're not going back and forth to the bluebird box feeding. But anyways, let me get back on track here. So I decided that I was still going to be truck camping, and using the truck to camp on shorter trips, like 1 or 2 night camping trips that I do. And I'm a little bit more mobile when I'm using the truck camper. So one of the problems I have to solve when I'm truck camping has to do with refrigeration. I didn't have any way to keep items cold for a long period of time. I've tried some techniques where I had some hamburger meat. I'll just explain it real quick. I bought a roll of hamburger meat, 1 pound, and I cut it in half before I froze it in the freezer. And I have this one cooler, it's a smaller cooler that will take an ice pack. It's a Stanley, and it's supposed to keep things really cold for several days if you leave it shut. Well, I've tested that a few times, and the hamburger meat was good the first night, but then on the second night I didn't feel safe eating that. So refrigeration is a problem. So I was online the other night doing some research about ways to keep food cold and what have you when you're doing camping, or boondock camping as you want to call it. And I came across a product that I went ahead and purchased, and that's what's bringing us to this today. I want to do this unboxing for you and explain what I'm going to do. So I received this rather large Amazon box today from Amazon, and in there, we're going to open it up right here on live TV on YouTube and see what we got. It weighs 25 pounds. I might have to turn this box up on its side. That's a pretty nice box. Might have to keep that. Nice big Amazon box. Anyways, what I have here is a BougeRV, made by BougeRV. Okay, let me get down here just a little bit lower so you can see. It's a BougeRV 12 volt cooler, okay? And I put a link in the description below to the item I purchased. I got the 30 quart model. It was on sale at Amazon. Of course, BougeRV had it on sale also. Now, if you want to know what BougeRV is, just look over there on the internet. Right there's the name of it. I'll put it right up to the camera. Do a search on them right there. They have a lot of things if you're into camping, boondocking, that kind of stuff. And we're going to get this out of the box real quick. Comes with some nice styrofoam. Let's see how we can get that out of there. Like I said, it weighs 25 pounds. You know, it's a real nice looking cooler. Get this plastic off of there. Now the one I bought was supposed to come with a cover. It's inside. It came with a cover, okay? And there's some dividers and a box. Okay, I'm going to show you what this thing looks like. Now this is a 30 quart cooler, 12 volt cooler, and I'm going to tell you how I'm going to power this in a minute. There's the inside of it, and it has a little divider here that you can divide it, I guess, so you don't have stuff just sloshing around in there. And I've seen some videos of this already, of people putting things in there, and they can really pack some stuff in this thing, okay? Anyways, we're going to check it out and see what's in the box. And what's in the box is the power cords and the user manual, okay? I'm not going to throw that away just yet. This is in a Ziploc bag, so there's no need to take a knife and cut the bag. Just in case something was to happen, you wanted to return it for some reason. But what I have here is two ways to power this thing. Okay, you have a wall AC 110, which they recommend doing that to cool it down quickly. So you can plug this into a 110 outlet and run this refrigerator. Now, one of the nice things about my truck, okay, that I'm going to be camping in, let me get up here so you can see me. One of the nice things about my truck is in the back of the bed is a 110 outlet. I have a Nissan Frontier 2023, and there's an outlet back there you can plug things into. So if you're going down the road and you don't want to plug it into a cigarette lighter in your truck, which is this, that's what this one's for, you can plug it into an AC plug. It's in your truck or car, whatever you're using. So that's pretty nice. And then it comes with the user manual, okay, and I'm definitely going to read that. Pretty nice. This is real quality right here. Now I'm going to show you the case or the bag that came with it. Now, you don't have to buy this. This was extra. This cost about $50 more. The actual cooler cost is a lot cheaper without this, but this is supposed to add some insulating properties to it, and you can see that it's lined with insulating material, okay, which is a good thing. So I will definitely probably use that, especially if it's going to be in the back of my truck while I'm traveling, and having my food nice and cold back there would be really nice, okay. Now, the important part of the video is this. I have a power pack, a lithium battery power pack, and I'm going to show that to you right now. So this is a battery pack I bought a couple years ago, and it's a Wattfun. That's W-A-T-T-F-U-N. This is a 300, let's see, 298 watt hour capacity. 24 amp hours. Now, it has a 65. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do two things. One, I'm going to go plug this cooler in and get it operational in the house. Okay, that's the first thing I'm going to do. And once I get it chilled down, to where I want it, okay, this is like a simulated test here, I'm going to plug the unit into this 298 watt hour battery pack, and I'm going to see just how long it lasts, okay, on this battery pack. From what I understand, the drain or the pull on this refrigerator is really minimal when it's just trying to maintain itself. I imagine when it's first initially cooling down, it'll take quite a bit. In eco-friendly mode, energy saving mode, it's 45 watts is what it says. I don't know what that means exactly. I'm gonna have to read that in the manual. So I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this thing in the house and we're gonna plug it into the wall and get it operational, okay? And then we're going to continue this video after it cools down, and I'm gonna take you in and show you that all right now, what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna get the AC power cord ready, and hopefully it'll reach to the plug over there. If it don't, I'm gonna have to do something else. Okay, this is 12 hours later, or actually about 13 or 14 hours later, but there's a label on top of here that says the refrigerator may be inverted during delivery to ensure proper operation of the compressor. Please keep the refrigerator standing upright for 12 hours before using it again. So I did that. Now the manual, the user's manual says 24 hours. So I'm not too sure about that. I think 12 hours is fine. But before I turn it on and go through the testing of it, what I wanted to show you is what it will hold, okay? So I went and got a few items out of the kitchen, and I'm gonna start off with the big thing, which is a gallon of milk, okay? So it fits on one side of the divider just fine, okay? I'll bring the camera over here so you can see it. See it right in there? Okay, there's room around it, okay, to put some additional items. So I'm going to add 4 cans of Coca-Cola, okay, and that is the Coca-Cola Classic. And I'm gonna put that right next to the milk. And there's still a little room there. I could probably stuff a water bottle in there. Let's see. No, not quite. Okay, so it's still a little room on top to put some extra items on there. I'm gonna put the other 4 bottles of water on the other side over here, okay? And we'll do it like that. Now what I need to do is go find a few more items, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I went to the refrigerator and found a few more items, and let's just see what we can do. I found some couple fruit cups I'm gonna put in here. There's a couple packages of yogurt I'm gonna put in here, and just however you can stuff this stuff in there. A couple things of applesauce, okay? And then I had some leftovers from last night. I got me a hamburger patty and a little hamburger and tater tots. I'll put that in there. And then I got my breakfast stuff. So I got some fully cooked Oscar Mayer bacon, and that'll go right on top of where the milk is. Now this egg carton is too big to go in here, but do you really need to take a whole dozen of eggs with you on a 2-night camping trip? No, I don't think so. So you have an option here. You could save one of your old cartons and cut it in half, like you do at the store. You find half dozens at the store, I think, and just put half of it in there, okay? So this one here has 7 eggs in it, or you could transfer these eggs to a Tupperware container, and which I think I'll do right now. Let me go get one real quick. Okay, so what I did is I found me a little Tupperware container. It's not a very expensive one. You can probably get those Ziploc blue ones and Pack and Goes, but I've got 4 eggs in there. Let me see how that does. It actually is a little snug fit and keeps them kind of tight, but it'll fit in here too. Now I do have some room for a few more items, so let me go get a few more items and put in there. Okay, so I'm back. I forgot one important ingredient for cooking, that's butter. So I got a stick of butter, and I can probably just stick that right down there between the water like that. And then I got a couple packages of sandwich cheese that'll go in here, and they'll fit in there. And then there's some lunch meat right here, okay? And I guess, I gotta be careful they don't break those eggs. I guess if I wanted to put some other items in here, I've got about another inch along the top edge right here. So let's take a look at this so you can see what it looks like filled up. So all those items are in this cooler, okay? Now, in the past, I would have never been able to get this accomplished, okay? I didn't have the proper items. Now, this is what I'm going to be using when I truck camp. It might be different when I'm in the camper, but for the truck camping, this is what I'm going to use, okay? Is it too heavy? No, not really. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to empty this back out and put all that stuff back in that refrigerator, and then I'm going to fire this unit up, and I'm going to see how long it takes to get down to cool temperature to put the stuff in there. Okay, so when I read the instructions last night, it said you had to hold the power button down to turn it on. And it's saying the inside of this is at 60, it's going down. 63 degrees is the inside, okay? I'm gonna set my timer on my watch and see how long it takes to get chilled down to the temperature I set, which was 41 degrees. We're going from 58 degrees to 41 degrees, okay? And we're gonna time that, and then when it gets done, I'm gonna come back to the video and let you know how long it took. Now we are plugged into household current, okay? If you remember from the beginning of the video, it came with two different power adapters, one for your car, vehicle, which is a 12 volt socket, okay, like this. This goes in your cigarette lighter. And it came with a household AC 110, okay? Now according to the manual, this will run on 220, 240 also, or 24 volts. We're in America, so it's 12 volts or 110. Anyways, I'll be back to the video when this thing gets cooled down and let you know how long it takes. Okay, it took 23 minutes to cool this unit down from 63 degrees to 41 degrees. So that's pretty quick cool down, and that was plugged in the house power. So now the second test that I want to do is for this cooler to be hooked up to my battery pack, and we've already got that hooked up and started. And right now the cooler is set for 38 degrees. I put 3 bottles of water in there that were room temperature, and so far the unit has been running for 1 hour, and according to this, I've only used 90% of my battery pack. Now when it comes on, I've got it set for eco mode right now, which is drawing 33 watts. So when it comes on, the display will show me that it has about 7 hours of runtime left. Now, the thing is not running right now. It cycles off and on. So we're gonna time this throughout an 8-hour day and see what it draws down. If it draws this down 50%, then let's just say that this little battery pack will run it for about 14, 15, 16 hours before it ran out of juice. So we're gonna let this run, and we'll come back to this video later on this afternoon when it's run for about 8 hours. Okay, we have been running this on this battery pack for 9 hours and 48 minutes. The battery pack is diminished in capacity to 50%. It's currently on, it just came on, and it says it has 3.8 hours left. You can't go by that though, because this is cycling off and on. It's not staying on constantly. So at 50% power capacity left in this, I would say you could run this for 16 to 18 hours. So there's different options here. You don't have to use this battery pack all the time. If you're traveling in your vehicle, you can plug this into a 12 volt power source in your car and run it while you're driving. A lot of the newer cars these days have AC outlets built into them. You can use the other option and plug it into the AC outlet on your car. And when you get to your location that you're going to stop at for the night, just use this little battery pack to keep it going. Otherwise, I think it's a pretty good option. I'll put a link in the description on this video for this cooler and this battery pack. I think I paid $298 from Amazon for this. And this battery pack I noticed is on sale, or it's reduced price. I paid over $200 for mine a couple years ago. It's $150 now, I think. So it's a pretty good option. It's almost as much as you'd spend on a Yeti. or maybe a little bit more than a Yeti, okay? And this is a better option, I think. Anyways, hope you got some use out of it. Give me a thumbs up, like if you wouldn't mind, and appreciate it. My name is Ron Durant, and I'm a photographer in East Tennessee. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye now.